right, there we go. Hey, good morning, guys. Um, I'm coming on today because I've been sitting with this message for probably most of 2021. And when I first got this message, I thought it was just for me, to reassure me of what was going on. And it was, I was like almost a little over 2 years, right at 2 years in February, where I had been through my awakening, but I was worried about, what we were going through. A lot of people, I'm talking with people and they're worried about what we're going through and COVID and what's happening with the world and the things that you see on the news, so on and so forth. And, a lot of my friends and stuff are worried about, what's happening with the world. I don't see any change. Things are getting worse, this, that, and the other. You know, it's almost as if I feel like people expected when the new year came in that everything was going to change instantaneously, and it didn't change. It's not going to change like that. And I want to talk about what spirit has told me and see if I can relay this into to you in a way that you'll understand. So when I hit Lionsgate this year, like I had a massive shift in my energy and my awareness, like was on 1,000, and it's been that way ever since. In August, I went through two like upgrades, so to speak, and I where I was awake before, now I'm wide awake. Um, oh, excuse me, not getting enough sleep. Um, the message that I got in August was that I really needed to step out and started talking to people about the things that I've learned, um, the information that's been given to me. So that's what I want to do. Okay, so the message that I'm getting, or that I got about 2021 is, let me go back to my notes. If you, numerology, let's start with numerology. Numerology has a lot to do with everything, literally everything. Your birth chart, your life path, your soul urge. Numbers are related to everything in this world that we live in. And a lot of people call it the matrix. Um, so when I go into the year that we're in, 2021, if you add those numbers up, they break down to a 5. So this is a 5 year. 5 year was supposed to be a pivotal year of change, is what it was supposed to be. We're supposed to adapt from the COVID pandemic, um, going with the flow. I have notes here. We're supposed to be high energy and take a fresh approach to things, and feel full of possibilities. Uh, I think a lot of people are stuck in a fear mindset, and that is what's really holding us back. I know that personally, as a light worker, I listen to other light workers, of course, because a lot of times I get messages, and that's my way of confirming, because, of course, I'm new to being aware of myself pretty much. And I needed that confirmation at first that these are really the messages that I'm getting, because I'm not going to lie to you, I have felt like I was crazy for a while. Like I am getting something going on, I'm getting these messages, and it does make you feel like you're crazy a little bit. So I wanted to know what other light workers were getting so that I felt confirmed, and I'm kind of past that point now. And I know I've heard this question before. Who reads for the readers? Well, we have our own readers. We have our favorites that, tap into our energy and give us messages. And yes, readers listen to other readers. You can read for yourself, but it's hard to um, it's just hard to read for yourself. Yes, you get messages here and there, and God Spirit will tell you things, but it's just nice to hear it from someone else because it's a different perspective. Let me put it that way. So I have two readers that I listen to quite a bit, and they're very, very different. I get different things from them. Um, and this past week, I've heard both of these people come out with just such a sadness and a discouragement in their energy because they're good people and they're really out to help, the world, the collective energy, and they're feeling discouraged. Like they've been preaching this message for over a year now, and it's like nobody's hearing it. They like you're preaching this message. You're literally trying to save the world, and no one's grasping it. No one's getting it. So it really touched my heart. And when I heard that, that's when I got from Spirit that, hey, it's time for you to say what you know because these people need encouragement. And I don't want them to stop doing what they're doing. Don't give up. Don't give up. We cannot give up. All right. So, breaking down 2021, the 5 year. This was supposed to be the year where we changed. Now we're getting towards the end of that year, and the message has been put out there, and people need to start grasping it. You guys, listen, you can either stay stuck in a fear mentality where you're fearing everything that's going to happen. Oh, they're going to put us in camps. Oh, they're going to make us get the shot. Oh, they're going to come to our house. They're going to lock us down. Whatever you're fearing right now, stop fearing it, please. You have nothing to fear. And the biggest quote that is really sticking with me this year is that you have nothing to fear but fear itself. If you're fearing things, that's going to happen. It is. You're making it. You're literally manifesting it. Let's go back to the fact that whether you believe it right now or not, we are all creators. We are all creators. That's why we are here, to learn. We are made in the image of God. Yes, we are, because we are creators. God literally gave us a piece of Him inside of us. That is our soul. That is creative energy. We have the power to create things as if we were God. And I'm not saying, oh, I'm God, this, that, and the other. No, I'm not. But I'm saying that He has blessed us with a piece of His energy out of love. Because God is love. And that is the lesson here, is to love. To love everything, love everyone unconditionally. Because if we can get into the flow of that, this world will become the most beautiful place you've ever seen. It's very possible. And people really need to start grasping it. That's what we're doing here right now. We've lived on this planet for so long, been brainwashed for so long. Listen, I know that this is a lot to understand, but if you go back, God, I don't even know how many years, we're talking hundreds of thousands of years, back when the majority of the world was woke, there's a few that decided that it wasn't a good idea if everyone was woke, because this is where darkness set in, where low vibe set in. There was a few that decided that if everyone was woke, they had no control over anything or anyone. So they started brainwashing people and setting these rules, limitations on humanity, making you believe that you're dirty, you're born with sin, that, that you need to be forgiven to have God's love. That's bullshit. Sorry, but it is. I know that's real controversial right now, but it is bullshit. You're a piece of God. God loves you regardless, no matter how many mistakes you make, no matter what words you use, even the things that you do. You never have to prove yourself to God. There's a lot of things that people don't understand, but we'll get into that more as we go on. But these limitations were put on people to keep them under control, and they're literally wrote into the Bible, they're wrote into religion. It's a control factor because even the government, they don't want you to know what your capabilities are. And I am going to tell you that your capabilities are endless. They're endless. You have a piece of God, source, spirit inside of you, your soul, and that is limitless. It's limitless. And we are energetic beings, and we ourselves are limitless. The thing that limits you is what you believe in your head. So, if you can get out of that belief system that you're limited and start believing in what you would call miracles, you're creators of miracles. We all are. And that's where we are right now. So everyone needs to get out of the fear mentality and stop letting people control you, what you think, what you believe, and what you create. Get out of the fear vibe and get into the manifesting high vibe. Fear is going to create more fear. If people start believing, start envisioning the best instead of fearing the worst. That's the best way I can put it. So we're almost to the end of 2021. So let's try to change the mentality now. And you know what? Please research. Do your research. The internet is full of information. You will know the information when you get to it, because I do it all the time. I go out searching for stuff on the internet, and I'll see a lot of bullshit, and then when I find the information that resonates with me, I know it. I know it. So you're going to really have to use your own discernment, your connection with God, because when you get to the right stuff, He'll let you know. That's what you need to know. Okay. So out of the 5-year, and we're going into the 6-year. I'm missing a page here. Going into the 6-year. There we go. 2022, 222 is a year of the 6, which is we should balance out. We should. This is a year where unconditional love is going to come in, where people are going to start leading from their heart space and start grasping the messages that are being told to you. It's our job to give you the messages. It's your job to take that information and to do your own work with it. As energetic beings, we are all individual beings, but we are all connected. And the more that people start getting on the same page, the more that we will start to shift. Do you understand what I'm saying? If everyone is in this fear vibe, then we are actually manifesting fear. The more that people start waking up and realizing who they really are, then and get into a different vibe of this, just getting rid of the limitations, then we are going to start shifting into a place from the heart, which is going to take us up. It's an energetic shift. The more of us that do it, the more that we shift. Do you understand that? That right now it's such a small part of us that are awake and are trying to push this. We're trying to push it. We're trying to let the others of you know that are in fear. Hey, wake up. Look at what we're trying to tell you. Do your own research. We'll give you the information. You go look for yourself. So we should go into a place, a world, a year that's led from the heart space. We'll begin being open and honest about our feelings, our strengths, Looking at our weaknesses. Weaknesses are not, it's not a bad thing. That's places that you need to work on yourself. We all have them. I have them. Everybody has them. You will never stop learning as long as you are alive here. You will never stop learning. There's always things to learn. The key is to realize what the universe is trying to show you and to learn it. The quicker you learn it, the more you're going to excel. Promise you. All right. So we're this year we should learn to be more supportive, protective, and just growing as a whole. If everyone can grasp this information and start leading from their heart space, stop judging people. First of all, who gives a fuck what color your skin is? Skin is not shit. This is a meat suit. You are here in your heart space, in your soul. That's who you are. And we are all the same right there. We are. You could be white in this freaking lifetime and be black in the next lifetime. Hispanic, Chinese, who gives a shit? I'm not racist. Not at all. And I don't like racism. Stop judging people on how much money they make. Stop judging people on what they do for a living. Who cares? That is their issue to deal with, not yours. Um, you know, just there's too much judgment off of petty stuff. Petty stuff. Um, what people do for a living. What color your skin is, where you live, how you dress, how you talk, what you believe, this, and that, and the other. Those are not things to judge people on. I mean, I'm going to tell you something right now. I know people that have rap sheets that are a mile long, but their heart space is so beautiful. Like, they're such good people. And people are going to experience things in this life, make mistakes, do bad things. That is because that is their path. That's what the universe has set out for them to learn what they needed to learn. Myself, jeez, I've done so much stuff in my lifetime, things that, for a long time I was really ashamed of and had issues to deal with that I've why what am I going through this in my life? But when I awoke, I realized, wow, that if I hadn't have been through that or done those things, first of all, I wouldn't have learned who the heck I am. Second of all, I wouldn't have got the strength that I have. I wouldn't know what I wanted because I went through the experiences that I didn't want. Like it forms you. So stop judging people for what they're going through and what they're doing because that is their path. They will learn. That's what it's there for. And if they don't learn, they're going to keep repeating that cycle until they do learn. Okay? So please stop judging people. Please. You don't have to associate with people if, the path that they're on, and I go through this too. If they're on a path that you don't want anything to do with, then you've learned something. So go on. Go do something else, but don't judge them. Honestly, you can offer the information, kind of like what I'm doing right here. Offer the information, give them some advice, give them a little human compassion, love, and understanding, and then let them go. Because they'll remember that. People always do. Will always remember when people are nice to them, compassionate, and have given them love and a pat on the back. Trust me, they'll remember. So this year we should really turn into a year of love and connecting with each other and a step forward, okay? And that's the 6th year. That will be 2022. All right, so let's go to 2023. Interesting. 2023 is a 7-year. You see how the years go up? Okay, this is a really good year if we can get on this path. 2023, the year of the 7, this is when predictions and people start getting really deep into their beliefs, kind of like where I'm at right now. I'm a little bit ahead of the game. people start looking beneath the surface of things. They start digging deeper because they're starting to realize, hey, things aren't what we've been told. Um, this is a spiritual year where people start tapping in. Where right now there's like the the lower of us are awake and energetically realizing what's going on. We're aware of it. It'll become more of the masses. You'll start to see people waking up in masses, and that's beautiful. Like it'll be the people who aren't woke, like we're going to shift. Like right now, the mass of the world is not awoke. The few of us are. So this will shift where the mass of us are awoke and the few of us aren't. That's great. That's where we really need to go. Um, this is where people's perception of the world will change. Perceptions of life will change. People will start looking more into their self, introspective, analytical. They'll start keep the beat to themselves a little bit more because they're like really looking at things, and it's a process. So people will curious, a lot more spiritual, yes, because people start waking up and they're connecting to the divine, and they're starting to see that there's many dimensions here where we are. That's why you can't see everything that's here, but your loved ones that you feel like have died and gone and you'll never see them again, they're actually right here with us right now. You just can't see them. You can't see them, but they're here. They're guiding us. They're guiding us and trying to show us, hey, we're here. Give little signs, number synchronicities, and messages in your dream state. Listen, I get a lot of messages in dream state. It's really important. Okay, so if we can get past 2023, the year of the seven, where everyone starts to wake up, and we're like progressing now. And that fear, the COVID shit, the government, the control issues, that's going to start to fade away. It is. It's going to start to fade away if we keep progressing. People start listening. We get into the 8 year. 8 is 2024. This should be a year of abundance where if everyone starts waking up, everyone starts helping each other, man, I look so forward to that. Like when you walk outside and everybody's like, hey, how are you? And you're helping your neighbor, you're helping your friend, you're reaching out, like you got a problem or you need to know something, and people aren't fearful to ask, hey, I need some help with this. Can you help me? Because I know that you're awake. It's not a competition anymore. It's more of people working together. You're going to start seeing abundance. You're going to start seeing the world healing as a whole. You're going to start seeing people working together. The world's going to blossom. We're going to lift up out of this. It is literally a year of abundance. You're going to start to see the earth is going to start to heal itself. That's where we're going. That's really nice. So I want you guys to really look at the things that are going on. I apologize. I get so excited sometimes and I get flabbergasted, like my thoughts just leave my head. But I just want everyone to hold on and please stop being so fearful. Stop being fearful. Like, I've been where you are. Good grief. Like, I'd say probably about 15, 16 years ago, I was so fearful that I used to have like panic attacks and anxiety attacks because I was afraid of what was going to happen in the world. And I don't feel that way anymore at all. Like, I literally don't fear anything. When COVID came, I lost everything I had. I lost my job. I made really good money. I lost my home. And I I haven't even started looking for another home. I'm not worried about it. My kids are happy, they're safe, they're with me. We're good. And I literally, the divine keeps telling me to hold on. Hold on. Don't get a home yet, because I have this feeling that I'm going to be traveling somewhere and I don't know where I'm going. And I trust in that. You have to trust in what you're feeling. If you're feeling don't do something, don't do it. There's a reason for it, and you might not know it yet. Just like I've held on to this message for this whole year because I knew that that message was for me. I actually knew that I would be sharing it at some point, but I didn't know when. When I heard these ladies getting discouraged this week, I knew it's time to share this. Because don't get discouraged, everybody. Don't. We need each other. We do. We are a big ball of energy. Just like it says, God is everywhere. God is everywhere in us. He's in us. And every living thing, He is in. We are consciously aware as human beings. So with each one of us, the light comes on and we start to connect. It's like fish in a school. We're swaying. Quit swaying downwards towards fear because then the light goes out. Sway up towards consciousness and the light comes on and we do better. We're moving into our God source energy. That's where we need to go. So I'm sorry. I know I'm a little bit scattered, but I really hope that you got the gist of what I'm trying to tell you in this message. I have started a blog. It's librathelightworker.wordpress.com. I am writing just to get information out there, and I love to write. I've also brought my YouTube back up. I do readings, but really my main goal is to help others. You know, I know there are a lot of people that are going through awakening, and I know what I went through when I awoke, and I was like, what the hell is going on? But I was blessed. Like I said, Lionsgate this year, I really went through a shift, and I hear my guides very, very clearly. I get the messages very clearly. I have a very strong knowing of what's coming and what's going, and they definitely told me that I needed to step out and I need to start helping people because people need help. So there's no judgment here. Not with me. Not with me. So please reach out. I mean, I know you see a lot of stuff on YouTube. There's a lot of people out there that are doing readings and stuff, and their energy is really low vibe. You know, I'm not judging them either. Just use your own discernment, okay? There's people out here that are really trying to help. I am one of them. Either on my website or my YouTube. My email is there. Please email me because I'll answer anything that you need answered. I'm here to help. That's what my job is here for the rest of my lifetime. So I love you guys. I hope this really helped you guys. And I will be doing more videos. And just have a great day. Love and light to everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Okay? Bye.